Good morning, everybody. Hello. I'm here. It's Tuesday, March 19th, 2020. Hope to see some of you on here today. If I do, thank you for watching. If you're seeing this part, you're probably seeing the recording. So thank you for watching. My name is Jennifer Cotton, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas. I see Lisa jumped on, so make sure y'all say hi as you come on. Good morning, Sandy. Because I'll enter you in a drawing to win the cards I make today if you say hi. Again, my name's Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas. And I've been a demonstrator for 18 years now. I do sell the stuff I'm going to show you today, and when we make 3 cards. You can purchase from me. There'll be a link to my online store in this video. I hope everybody's doing okay. Probably watching from home for sure. Good morning, Lisa. Good to see you. And if you're not watching from home, stay safe. Anyway, but I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Today we're going to be making 3 cards. And I'm featuring some of the celebration items that are going to be ending on March 31st. And those or the ones I'm featuring, are some that I maybe haven't given enough love to. Good morning, Linda. During this January, February, March season of celebrations. So I'm going to give them some love today. And I think they're cute. Of course, the meerkats are my favorite, but I haven't used them very much. So we're using those and a couple other stamps. Let's see. So, don't forget, it's still not too late to get these catalogs. If you don't have them, I can send them to you. Our mini catalog, which is our current seasonal catalog, and then our celebration catalog. And this is the new one with some new items you can choose free with a $50 purchase or a $100 purchase. Hey, Janet, good morning. Hannah, I know. Hannah, I'm going to miss seeing you today as well. Good morning, Cindy. I did have to cancel my live classes, even though actually several people wanted to attend and were planning to attend. It just didn't work out with the venue and all that stuff. So, anyway, hopefully it'll keep everybody safe as well. Good morning, Landa. Good morning, Pam in North Carolina. I'm glad everybody's jumping on today. So I was just saying, if you don't have this catalog, let me know so I can send you one. Thank you for sharing, Pam. This is the current celebration book. So there are some new items in here. I showed all the new stuff on last week's Facebook Live. Like, that's what we made the projects with. So you can go back and see all these in person. This vellum, the stamp set, and so on. And then this cool new set, which I wanted to show you guys. This is the card I was referring to last week that April made, where she stamped the image twice like I did on the video last week. So that's April's sample. Very pretty, right? I got one because of our demonstrator card swap that she participated in. Good morning, Chris. Thank you for sharing, Sandy. And then there's more stuff you can pick free with a purchase. And these items, I forgot to check Facebook, but obviously I'm live because y'all are saying hi. My iPad was about to go dark. Anyway, more stuff you can pick, of course, which is the old stuff that's still available. And it's 3 of those things are sold out. It's I'm getting messages, sorry, that I have a low network connection, probably because of the weather here. We have very rainy weather. It's not dangerous rain, like storm, whatever. But we have a lot of rain today, so hopefully it's going to work. I see on my iPad it looks pretty blurry. See, yes, Janet, I'm glad I came back. Ugh. Good, so now I gotta catch up. Good morning, Chris, Janet. Yeah, hopefully I'll stay back, but like I said, it's probably the weather here. Linda, I agree. Celebration is awesome and has been awesome. Thank you for sharing, Chris. Thank you for sharing, Cindy and Janet. Good morning, Valerie. Okay, so sold out. Just want to make sure everybody knows. Golden Honey designer paper, metallic baker's twine, and sequins, and kerchief card kit. Can't get those anymore. You can still get the Ladybug stamp set, free with a $300 party or order, or I still have some available with my $100 order offer. And don't forget, you can purchase the dies through March 31st or while supplies last that match that stamp set. It's skipping badly. In my experience, when I stop and start over, it doesn't help. So I'll press on unless it just completely stops. But I'm really sorry, because also in my experience, I used to hear other demonstrators say that the recording will be fine, but in my experience, the recording is just as bad. So I'm looking at my iPad here and I do see it blurry. So probably the weather, maybe not the best day to do Facebook Live. Let me know if it's just horrible, 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 and maybe I'll start over. Anyway. So let's see. As you come on today, say hi, and I'll enter you to win the cards that I'm going to make today. If you'd like to place an order today or this month, I will have the link to my shopping page in the video description later, and you can use this month's host code for online ordering, and you will get a free class kit mailed to you if your order is 25 or more. And if your order's 50 or more online, oh, and I have a sample I grabbed real quick from a swap. I don't know who made this card, but that's the Under My Umbrella stuff, so super cute there. Just an example, not necessarily one from my kit that I'll be sending you. And these are the cards we made last month in the... I'm going to pause because it says low connection. Okay. Yeah, Janet. Ugh. Sorry. Hopefully the skipped parts might be on the recording. That part I don't know. Hey, Sharon in Ohio. Good morning. Yeah. Darn it. Bad day for Facebook Live, basically. I see it skipping on my iPad as well. Oh, good, Linda. And that is sometimes when I'm watching Facebook Lives and they go blurry or skip or anything, I will just close Facebook and reopen it on that device or another device. So you guys may try that as well. Yeah, it's funny how that stuff works. Okay, so if you order online, use that host code and you get some free stuff from me. If you have any questions, let me know. A couple of reminders. Celebration. I'm still planning to do it April 24th. Of course, we'll have to play that by ear. And that is a free event anyone can earn from me. You can earn it by ordering 150 or more during Celebration, which is January, February, March 2020. Good morning, Kelly. And 150 or more, not including class fees, just orders. Purchasing the starter kit or hosting a home party of 150 or more. So let me know if you guys have any questions on those. The free event is for everybody, so if you can't attend live, you can get it to go, or you will get it to go automatically. You do have to RSVP. I should say that. Hey, Mary. Catherine, the break room was crowded. You're hilarious. Anyway, the free event, you can get it to go, so if you can't attend live. However, I'm wanting to hold the live event for those who can attend, so we'll have to play that by ear and see if we postpone it. Good morning, Rhonda. Either way, you're going to get the free stuff from me at some point. My monthly classes are supposed to be today and tomorrow. That's funny that it's better on the iPhone, so switch to your phones if you can, guys. I don't know. Good, Becky. You must probably be at home today, and I don't get to see you tomorrow, so good that you're on Facebook. If it's blurry, people are saying it's better on their phones for some reason, so give that a try. But it's bad weather here today. Okay, what am I saying? Live classes were today and tomorrow. They have been modified to go, so everybody's still getting their class packets, but it's to go, and everyone's been contacted. I know everybody knows that was attending, knows what's up with that, and they were given the option to just fully cancel. Everything was taken care of. So we're playing April by ear. And I knew I got my calendar out for a reason earlier, then I couldn't remember. It was to say that April is supposed to be the 17th and 18th for the live classes. It's funny that y'all are having to switch to your phone, but hey, we can suggest that next time there's blurriness, because my iPad is very blurry down here. Okay, so that's that. Stamping cruise, we're still planning on doing our stamping cruise October 25th through November 1st, Liberty of the Seas out of Galveston. So any questions on the stamping cruise, just let me know. And then I got my paper pumpkin yesterday in the mail. So cute. If you do not want a spoiler, look away, because I'm going to show you what's in the box real quick. But what Paper Pumpkin is Stampin' Up's monthly craft kits in the mail. So you can subscribe or purchase it 1 month at a time, or you can do a 3-month prepaid, 6-month, or 12-month prepaid, which means you pay for it all at once. Not a subscription. When the months are over, it ends. Or you can subscribe where you get it every single month. And this is this month's box for March. Super cute. March is, hey Valley Chick, good to see you. March is Stampin' Up's birthday. Stampin' Up, Paper Pumpkin's birthday. So in addition to the exclusive stamp set you get with your kit that cannot be purchased anywhere else, that's it. In addition to that, for March, we got a bonus free stamp set. Look how big it is. And this is normal Paper Pumpkin size. Here's the bonus stamp set. I can't tell if I have it the correct direction where you can read the words. Let me see what it says. I believe in you. Then there is like a building. There's plants. There's a rabbit. Of course the rain boots are adorable, which would be perfect for today here at home. Ooh, so blurry on my iPad. Again, if y'all are blurry, switch to your phone and it may work better. So that was free. There's some samples with the free set to give us some inspiration. It's a paper of samples. That's nice of them. I don't know that they've done that before. And then there's instructions, of course, on how to make the projects included in the kit. And they always put out a video for that as well. And they email that video to the subscribers. And you can find it on YouTube. Good morning, Evelyn. So these are the card bases. I believe there's 3 different designs. Super cute. Then the elements that you can add, or you will add to them actually, not just can. Those are all the same. There's several sheets of that. And then some things where you stamp your greetings. Lined envelopes. So do y'all get the point that Paper Pumpkin is awesome? It always comes with adhesive, glue dots, and or dimensionals, whatever's needed. And then this one has twine. So there's accessories in there as well. All for $22 a month. If you subscribe, it's $22 plus tax only. That includes shipping for a stamp set, and you get an ink every time, which these are perfect for your Stamparatus as well, so they serve double purpose. You get a stamp set, ink, projects, instructions, and then you can use the stamps forever. They never go bad. You can use this ink forever. You just re-ink it with our re-inkers. It's a great deal. So it's also a great deal during a time when you're supposed to stay at home all the time. Unfortunately, but give yourself a little fun. Give your grandkids your are there raindrops in here, Janet? I haven't looked very close. I just opened it this morning. Believe it or not, with having to cancel classes, I've been even busier than normal. We are, doing a lot of stuff. Oh, I see them. Thank you for saying that, Janet. It's in this baggie. There's some little epoxy raindrops. There's always a couple of embellishments, so I should have known. Cute. Anyway, this can give you your family members shut-ins, again, kids, whoever, something to do during this time. You can cancel your subscription at any time or put it on hold, like if you know you're going to be out of town or too busy one month or can't afford it even. And you can cancel at any time. I think I said that already. Or again, you can just do prepaids where you are buying month to month or 3 months at a time or whatever. So in April, the deadline is always to sign up by the 10th of the month. So by April 10th, if you sign up and activate your subscription, it's a 2-step process, then you will get the Family Appreciation Card Kit. It is, oh, Landa, good. Using her Stampin' Spot today because she likes the Stamparatus, and she's helping us make the cards, the projects for my classes. Anyway, it says it's for mom, dad, daughter, son, sister, brother, and they even have greetings that are worded so that maybe you don't have a sister, but you have a friend that's like a sister to you, or like a mom, or like a whoever. So they have greetings that make it, that convey that someone feels like family. So it's going to be a great set. And of course, I haven't seen it due to, it's always a surprise. But I always think stamps with words like about family are great for scrapbooking as well. So that's a bonus. Hey, Marty, good morning. Ooh, in Virginia, cool. I don't want to say the name in case I say that wrong of your city, but good morning. It's going to be regular size cards. So I was going to show this birthday card someone sent me anyway. And so it'll be this size card, your 5.5 by 4 1/4, and matching envelopes, and 8 of them, plus a stamp set, plus an ink pad, plus whatever accessories. So there you go, Paper Pumpkin. This card is from Barbara for my birthday. And Barbara, at my team meeting last month, she was like, did you get the card I sent you? And I was like, I don't think so, but I can check at home. I don't remember. And I had not received it. I got it like a week, I know, two weeks at minimum after my birthday, and she mailed it well before. So she was very upset with the post office. But that's how that goes, as y'all know. But I wanted to show you a little tip. She put a little, nice, Shirley. She put a little piece of chipboard in there to protect the gem that was on the card. So you can see a little dent in the cardboard where the gem is, but the card was fully protected. So little tip for you guys. And she did use a regular Forever stamp on there, so it went through the mail just like that. Thank you, Barbara. And let's see. Hey, and Adriana, I almost said Andrea. Aw, Janet's sister and brother, are they twins? I guess they could be born on the same day and not twins. Of course, that can happen. So happy birthday to your brother and sister. Okay, so quick reminder, don't forget celebration through March 31st. Every 50 or 100 you spend, you get a free gift. No limit. Spend 100, get 2, and so on. Good morning, Debbie. I told you already 3 items are sold out. I pretty much already went over celebration, so I can pretty much skip that part, other than this starter kit deal, which is, they're 5 years apart. That's pretty wild. The starter kit deal is the best deal of celebration. For $99 plus tax, you can get $125 in any merchandise you want. You get a free designer paper sampler pack that's exclusive to this offer. You get the free mini trimmer that's exclusive to this offer. There's no other way to get that at this time. We don't know if they'll bring it back later. And then you get to add on any stamp set that we sell that you want, any of them of your choice. And the stamp, you can get any of them, but I recommend Rooted in Nature or Well Said if you don't have either one of those, simply because they're very expensive and they're great stamp sets as well. And then you also get a free past Paper Pumpkin kit, a random one. So lots of value in that kit. Also, then you're eligible to get a discount on your own purchases through at least July 2020. That's a minimum 20% discount. you are eligible to participate in my demonstrator events, incentives, challenges, etc. You don't have to, but you're eligible to. We have a Facebook group. We have monthly swaps. Again, all this is optional. Stampin' Up, you get to see catalogs early, order from them early. Everything's at your discount. You qualify for all customer specials. So every time I spend $50 or $100, I get a free gift. I get the Ladybug stamp set when I do a $300 order. Whatever is offered to customers, it's also offered to demonstrators, but we get our discount on top of it. So, pretty good deal. Good morning, Stacy. Thank you for sharing, Debbie. And by the way, sometimes if I try to say hi to everybody, sometimes I go back later and I'm like, how did I miss that person's name? I don't think they all come across for some reason. I mean, like your comments when I'm live, which makes no sense to me, but it seems like that happens. Okay. And then a couple little things quickly. The coordinations. I did verify this morning because I wasn't sure if this was just while supplies last, so it would go past March 31st. But the Stampin' Up! Website says through March 31st you can get these coordination products, which I've shown in many videos. The birthday dies did sell out. You cannot get those anymore. Marty, we have bad weather here today, so unfortunately it's blurry, but a lot of people said if they switch to their phone instead of iPad or computer, it seems to be better for some reason. And sometimes, even though it's on my end, sometimes restarting Facebook can help. So, but I do apologize for that. So coordination products, those are things that coordinate with items either in our mini catalog or celebration. All of these end March 31st or while supplies last. So there's the dies there. It's probably blurry as heck. And the Pleased as Punch designer paper. Don't forget the happy birthday dies are sold out. And then I showed you guys last week the new stuff that demonstrators can order early. The ornate suite, So there was tons of stuff. You can go back and watch last week's Facebook Live, which fortunately wasn't blurry. Good morning, Darla. I'm going to apologize again for it going in and out, but I don't, other than doing Facebook Live later, which I can't because I have a schedule today, I don't know if there's anything I can do about it, so I'm going to have to apologize on that. I'm very sorry. Every time we have rain, it messes with our internet. So, I showed you that stuff last week. Only demonstrators can order it early right now, but I did leave off the ribbon because I forgot to pull it, so I just completely forgot about it. I think I left it off anyway. I could be confused because now I'm remembering showing it to somebody. But there is a ribbon as well, ornate garden ribbon combo. So if I didn't show that last time, here it is. If you want that stuff early, like me, I have it all. You can get that in your starter kit, or you can get the starter kit and then buy it immediately. It does start for customers next month. Okay. As you come on, don't forget to say hi. I'm going to turn the camera down and get busy stamping. I apologize again for the blurriness. It stinks. How wide is the ribbon? It, I believe, is 1/4 inch. Just from looking at it here. And it's like an organza. I have 1/4 inch wide. And there's 2 colors, 2 rolls. I don't have on the packaging. Oh yeah, 5 yards of each. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to point you guys down and we'll get started on the stamping. Again, unfortunately, probably blurry stamping today. Hey, Jen. Good morning. Let's see if I missed anybody. Once I point it down, I don't see the comments as what's the word? Often. Okay, here we go. And I didn't, it's not too bad. Okay, I didn't even pre-check that this morning. So for the first card, let me grab these supplies. I have and there's the host code, by the way, for this month, a card base, Whisper White, a 4 by 5 1/4 Smoky Slate, I need to check these real quick, 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 Petal Pink, and then 2 by 3 Whisper White. I have some scraps of the I brought it over here so I could, no, I don't have the name. It's the Parisian Blossoms, I believe, designer paper, which is this designer paper here. It has foil, so it's shiny on one side. I got excited because I glanced at my iPad and it was clear, but then it went blurry. But you can still see that shine in the blurriness. Parisian Blossoms designer paper from the mini catalog. These are the 6 designs. You get 2 sheets of each for, I think, $14.50. So that's the paper I'm using here. And then I just have some scraps of Whisper White and Petal Pink. I'm also going to use, where are they? The Ornate Frames dies, which carried over from the holiday catalog, so you can still get those. And then the stamps, I'm using the Power of Hope bundle, which is the stamp set and the embossing folder called Stone. And both of these are free. You get them together with a $100 purchase through March 31st, or while supplies last, in case they run out of the embossing folder. Okay, so that's what we're using, and I'm just realizing I forgot to bring over the plates I need, so I'm hopefully going to be able to reach them from where I am to emboss. But that won't be a big deal. Okay, so let's see what we need to do on this card. I'm going to emboss that, but we'll do that later since I have to grab the Big Shot. The first thing I think I want to do is stamp this lady from the stamp set onto the Whisper White. On this one, I'm using StazOn, and that is because I'm also going to stamp on this designer paper. And it's slick basically because of the foil, so I just wanted it to be permanent, and StazOn is a permanent ink. I am going to color with a blend a little bit, which you're not supposed to mix StazOn and blends, but I'm coloring her hair black, so it's fine if it bleeds black onto black, basically. Don't forget, on StazOn and Memento, you want to press firmly and multiple times all around the ink pad. With our regular ink pads, you don't want to press as firm. You just want to press medium firm and all around. So I've got that. I also want to stamp this image on the designer paper, and I'm just cutting out her dress or her kimono, whatever it's called. So I'm going to overlap this section here where I stamped the umbrella up there to save the paper a little bit. And then on this piece, I'm going to stamp the umbrella. There we go. Every time I do this, I'm like, I thought I pre-did so-and-so, and then I didn't. With StazOn, normally I would clean it immediately on the Stampin' Scrub, but I didn't bring that over here today. So you can also use StazOn cleaner later if it does stain your stamp, and that will remove it, StazOn completely. Just a tip there. And then the greeting is going to be on the Whisper White here, and we'll die cut that out. You can see where I did the one for my sample already. And it says, "Hope is the power that makes all things possible." That actually is a pretty good saying for right now. Okay, so we have everything stamped. We just need to do whatever we need to do to these pieces. So first I'm going to fold my Whisper White card base in half with the bone folder. So I align the 2 corners on the table, pinch it once, and then press really firmly with the bone folder. I use the pointed end because the writing is on this end, and that can rub off onto your card. And then, yes, Shelly, that the rain is definitely affecting the connection, unfortunately. this darn weather. So put that aside. Of course, if you're making this in a class, I would have you stamp your name and sign the back, or stamp handmade by and sign your name on the back. Blah. But for the sake of time on the video, we won't do that. So then I'm just going to cut out the dress portion. This is actually what Stampin' Up! Did in a sample for this bundle in the Celebration catalog. This card's just a little different than that one, but similar. But you can basically, I believe this is called paper piecing, and you can piece together stamped images, stamp them on different papers, cut them out, and then glue them back together. But this pattern is really pretty for a kimono. Don't y'all agree? Okay, cut the bottom. So that should fit right on top of the stamped image here. I'll glue it down correctly. By the way, if you guys share the video today, you'll be entered again. And if you comment, you'll be entered to win, or to possibly win, the 3 cards I'm making today. And I'm going to try to catch up on mailing those, or choosing the winners from the previous videos soon. So I decided to do the same thing with the umbrella. I did go back and forth on whether I should do this or just color the umbrella, and I decided to do the piecing instead. So basically we're going to cut around the umbrella. This is petal pink paper, and then cut her hair out. So again, I kind of thought I pre-did this, but I don't see the pieces here, so maybe I thought I should show you how to cut. I don't remember what my thought process was. It has been a slightly stressful week, as you might imagine. But this isn't too bad, as y'all can see, and I'm one who avoids fussy cutting when possible. So it's not too bad. And it does not look very cute there, but it will look cute on the project. You've never heard of paper piecing, Becky? Awesome. So I'm going to grab my silicone craft sheet to add adhesive to these smaller pieces of cardstock. Oh, before I glue this down though, let me color her hair real quick. So I'm just, again, I'm using StazOn, and I normally would not use Stampin' Blends with StazOn, but because it's black on black, small area, and I use StazOn, you know, because of the other papers I was stamping on, I think it's okay just for a quick little thing there. Okay, so I'm going to turn this so I can actually make sure I do it correctly. There's that, and then piece this one onto her body. Probably she would, we might want to add a skin tone there as well to her neck. But that's what paper piecing is. Pretty quick and simple, actually. And let me grab the Big Shot. So I do have the die cutting thing set up here. So again, Stampin' Up! Doesn't carry a die cutting machine right now, so I'm using the Big Shot. I use the magnetic platform when I'm die cutting with a clear cutting pad on bottom, the one that's all cut up, then my cardstock, then my die, which, where did I put it? Then my die. I know it was just here. Y'all probably see it on the video. Oh, good. I put it on top of the little packaging for ornate frames. Position your die how you want, blade facing down, and then a nice clean cutting pad on top. The cutting pad on bottom that's all cut up will transfer some of that old cardstock. It can transfer it to the top of your design. So that's why we put a dirty one on bottom. And I just keep one that's only for top for die cutting. So that's how we do that. Let me reach over here real quick and grab my plates I need for embossing, which is the, I'm gonna have to just reach really far here. The platform that comes with the Big Shot, which is this one. It also comes with a thin piece that can sit on top if you're die cutting. It makes it thicker, but you remove that for embossing. And then the blue cutting plate that Stampin' Up! Carries is for embossing with our 3D embossing folders. And this is a 3D embossing folder. Our catalog will tell you if it's 3D or regular. If it's regular, you just put a clear cutting pad on top, or sorry, you put it between two clear cutting pads. If it's regular, if it's 3D from our new catalog, a blue one on top. If you don't have the blue cutting pads, you just put your paper in between, one sheet at a time. Place it on here with the folded end going into the machine first, and then your cutting pad on top, all the sections even. If you don't have this one, use the clear with cardstock as a shim, however many sheets it takes. It's usually between 1 and 5 depending on your machine. Everybody's machines are different. So isn't that stone embossing folder awesome? So many other things that can be used with. Great for masculine stuff. Your guys that are, you know, into rock climbing and whatever kind of outdoor sports. That's awesome for it. Okay. But the only way to get it, it's not coming back, is with this bundle. So get it while you can. Oh, I forgot to say I'm using this ribbon as well, which is currently, I believe, unorderable, but it is coming back. It's the Petal Pink Metallic Edge ribbon. Yes. Okay, so we're ready to put this card together. Let me attach the lady to the Petal Pink. And then before I attach her to the stone piece, which is Smoky Slate, by the way, Smoky Slate, I'm going to tie this ribbon around in a bow. And I basically want it in the center here, but I can adjust that in a second. So I get the ribbon to the point where I need someone's finger to hold it for me. I call it the plus sign. And then I grab these reverse tweezers. These are the only things I believe that I will show today that Stampin' Up! Does not carry, the reverse tweezers. So when you let them go, they're tight. So you can pinch that, and now your hands are free to tie your bow. And because this doesn't have a direction, I'm going to tie it now, and then this will be the bottom of the card. This will be the top. So if you're turn your project upside down when you tie a bow, the bow normally will come out right side up. So turn your project upside down when you tie a bow like this, and then the bow comes out right side up. Like that. So that's the top now. I made this bow a little funky, but we'll go with it. When I pick a winner to give the cards to, I always give whichever card looks best. The one I pre-made or the one I made on the video. There's, today, one of the cards I'm making, I'm going to do just a different ribbon on it. And so y'all can tell me on Facebook which ribbon is better. I think they're both good. But so I just kind of move that down a little bit to center it. Before I make everything final, I want to make sure I left enough room to place her on here, and I did. So I can go ahead and attach this to the card base now, since I'm not tying anything else around it, and the ribbon is where I want it. Oh, closed it. And I like to hold it like this so that the paper doesn't actually glue down until I have it basically positioned where I want it, and then I let go and place that down. I'm adding the Asian lady flat. So pretty. And then dimensionals for my greetings. So They are right here. I'm probably just going to use one Stampin' Dimensional, and I will cut it in half and just top and bottom on that. And that is this card. There you go. Let me know what y'all think on that one. All right. So I do love this bundle for me. I think it's really cute. I know it's kind of mixed reviews on it, but I really love it. Both the stamp set and the embossing folder. I do have a couple more samples to show you that are from, one's from a class, a project. Oh, thank you guys for the hearts. Woo. A project we did in class, and the other are swaps I've received. So there's the one we made today. This is very similar. We made this one in card class, and I believe I got the idea from Pinterest at the time. But on this one, we added color, we added ink to the embossing folder so that when we embossed it, the ink went into the little crevices, so it shows the stone, makes the stone show up a little bit more. Sheesh. And then I don't have names on these other two cards, but these are from, again, swaps that I participated in at some point, and they use, obviously, this bundle. Both use the stone folder, and then there's some different images there you can see. I want to fix my crookedness there, but I'm not sure which way to turn the camera. So there you go. There's that one. Next, another Celebration stamp set that, at least on Facebook, needs a little love from me is Happy Birthday to You. I love this one. It's such a good cake. We did have dies that matched it, but they're gone. But still awesome. And we're going to make a card with it today without the dies. Yeah, so free with a $50 purchase till the end of March. They will not run out of stamps, by the way, because we make those. I mean, unless something happens with production with everything going on. But otherwise, we won't run out of stamps. So here's the pieces. We have our card base, crumb cake, a piece of Whisper White that is 3 by 3 3/4, another Whisper White, 1 inch by 3 1/4, and then a map for that. So Purple Posy, 1 1/4 by 3 1/2. And then this is the ribbon that I used on my sample, which is the Purple Posy in color, what do we call it? Scalloped linen ribbon. And then, but I'm going to put this bow on there instead today, just so you can see two versions. And it's the purple, let's try it. I forgot the name. It's like an ombre, but that's not what we call it. Anyway, okay, so card base, you guys know what to do with that now. I'm trying to read your comments over here too. I'm glad you like that card, Linda. Thank you. If y'all just jumped on, we're having issues being blurry due to the weather here. Janet, thank you. Hey, Pam, glad you're here. Thank you guys. If you liked the card, Linda, I'm glad you liked the paper piecing idea. I got, it's just from the catalog is where the idea came from. I'm reading your comments real quick. Inked embossed pops. Yes, definitely. Good morning, Terry. Okay, so card base there. Now, all we're going to do, grab our Memento ink pad, which is what you normally want to use when you color with Stampin' Blends, which I'm going to do today, and stamp this cake on here. I do want to ink it really well. You see me twisting and tapping. Always tap last, but you can twist on Memento and stays on, not on our regular ink pads. And then just stamp that cake right in the center. Perfect. And then let me go ahead and also stamp my greeting, of course, I'm using the gorgeous Happy Birthday from this stamp set in Memento on this piece here. Move it around. Oh, by the way, I did make sure I got the cat out of this room today. If you watched last week, she walked across the screen, I think only once, but she tried to do it multiple other times. So, lesson learned. She has to go no matter what. Anyway, so I'm not going to color the whole thing on for you guys today to save you a lot of time, but I will show how I colored. I used Stampin' Blends, light and dark on Purple Posy, Crumb Cake, and Mint Macaron, and then light So Saffron. And in my opinion, it doesn't matter which color or section you do first. So just real quick, because that is quick and easy. I did no blending on the flower centers, so that's quick and easy. The saffron, and I also made these little things, which you know, they're little buds or whatever they are. And if I shouldn't have done them yellow, oh well, but I did them So Saffron as well. Looked cute to me. Okay, my lid doesn't seem to be snapping tight. And then I colored each flower one at a time. So I always start with dark, and I have to use Stampin' Up's artwork to show me where the shadows should go, because I'm not an artist. So I use these parts of the art where it looks like the flowers overlap or the petals overlap, and also the little lines. And of course you can add shading wherever you think looks good on the project. And then I go back in with the light and go over the entire image, including the dark, which that's why they're called blends, because they blend together when you overlap one marker with the other. You can still see the dark, but it sort of blurs it out so it's not a harsh line. You can color with these as long as you want. Like, I could sit here and do this for 10 minutes. My paper won't break down because they're alcohol ink. I can go back over spots I missed. I can add dark where I want dark. Again, you know, go back over it. And it does bleed through, but it doesn't break down your paper. So I did the same thing for the leaves. Leaves, I did 2 or 3, maybe even 4 at a time. But I didn't do every single leaf on the page and then go back with the light. They tend to blend better when they're still wet. So if you put the dark everywhere, by the time you get to the last ones, it's dry and they don't blend quite as well. Although a lot of people do it that way. And then the cake is Crumb Cake. I did get on Pinterest to see what color other people were coloring the cake, because I was like, well, I kind of wanted it to be yellow, but then I wanted the yellow to be the accents there, so that would kind of blend together. I'm just adding dark crumb cake. And then I thought, of course, chocolate would be good as well, but it would be way too dark. So then, anyway, I got on Pinterest and there were lots in crumb cake, so that solved that problem. Pinterest is a great place, even if you don't need or want to copy, but you need some kind of inspiration. So you don't always have to be copying. You might just be getting a color layout, a color combo, a card layout, but you use different stamps or images, you know, or you copy a card, but you change all the colors and designer paper, you know, whatever. Lots of inspiration out there. So that is how I colored it, and this is what it looked like when it was finished. Hopefully we're not too blurry right now and you can see this. It's so pretty. And let's see. It is blurry. Ugh. Okay, then I'm going to bring back in my packet that you can get free with the starter kit and grab some more of this. I blank on it every time. I don't know why, but this is a variety of papers from our mini catalog and celebration, but this one, Best Dressed, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Best Dressed. Okay, and then remind you that our mini trimmer is perfect for cutting 6x6 or less papers. So I do want that dark portion on my card, and I need this to be 4 by 5 1/4. Actually, I can do 4 on here, I forgot. So I'm going to go up to the 4-inch mark, and I'm making this cut first because 4 inches is smaller than 5 1/4. So if you cut the smaller cut first, you'll have a bigger scrap left over. Otherwise, you can cut whichever one you want first. But if I cut 4 inches first, I'll have a bigger scrap than if I cut 5 1/4 first. So 4. And then for 5 1/4, I need to cut off this is 6 inches, the 3/4 of an inch that I don't need, because this only goes to 4 1/4. And I want the dark part on the card, so I'm going to cut off this light at the bottom. That's 1 inch, so I'm going to go back 1. And just because I'm paranoid, I'm going to make sure 5 inches, 4 by 5 1/4. 5 1/4 should be what's left if I measure from where it's going to cut. Yep. And that's it. This thing cuts super straight and super precise because it's a guillotine cutter. So there you go. And then I think I'm ready. Yep, ready to assemble. So we're going to add the designer paper to the crumb cake card base, which matches our crumb cake. I almost did a white card base, and then I realized that I could do this. Then I'm just going to add the cake straight on the page. I need a refill there. I have one on hand, shockingly. So you just pop that out of the package. This is trash. This goes in. Boom, refilled. So if you don't use our adhesive, that's a great reason to use it, because it's so quick and easy to refill. And putting this on at an angle. Then attach Happy Birthday to its little purple posy mat. By the way, a tip from Stampin' Up! Is, since we don't have a purple posy ink pad because they were defective, you can use just use Highland Heather and stamp it off onto the scratch paper first, and it looks just like purple posy. So that is a great tip, and I've done it several times, and it does actually work and look like purple posy. So Happy Birthday, did it at an angle like this, like that. And then I did tie a bow from this one, which I'll just show y'all real quick how I did the bow. I did this one the same way. Bunny ears bow. Lots of space in between, 2 bunny ears. Take my right hand and go over my left. You make like almost a ribbon, like a ribbon of hope. And then that same one from the right, that loop goes down into the bunny hole. And then you just adjust your bow. And on this one, you do have to just twist the ribbon around so that the purple shows on both sides. So I did a bow like that out of the purple striped, I don't know why I can't remember the name of that ribbon. And I'm going to glue dot that onto the card. And I think they both look good. I wanted to try both, and the scalloped ribbon makes a much thicker bow, so sometimes we don't like that. So you guys tell me which one you like better. Oh, it's clear for a second, at least on the iPad. Tell me which ribbon you like better, stripes or scalloped. And whichever one gets the most votes is the one I'll give to the winner. Terry, I'm glad you love your trimmer. Because, you know, I won't be able to save both of them back to ask the winner, which one do you like better? Hopefully that makes sense. So tell me which one you like better now. And let me see. Linda, better late than never. Hey, I still have one more card to go. Tricolor ribbon, Janet, thank you. Thank you, Cindy, for saying beautiful card. Oh, y'all like the scallop better. Surprising. Cool. It does match better, but this one does have a light one. So I can agree on that. And I don't really know that I have a favorite, actually. Okay, I have a couple more cards that I pulled from, that use this stamp set. This one, these are from Swaps. This one has a cool opening. Just a neat little, what's the word? Add-on. I can't think of the right word. This card is really cute. They used a die to make a background, so glued all those down and cut around it. And I don't have names on either of these cards. This card is just super pretty. She used a designer paper from the annual catalog, so just match the colors there. Very smart idea. Oh, and then this is one from my Stamp a Stack class a month or two ago. So there's some other ideas that go along with Happy Birthday to You. And then here's mine. So get it while you can. That is only good until March 31st. Free with purchase. Okay. And when you get the starter kit, just FYI, you do not get celebration items with that. However, as soon as you're a demonstrator, you can place orders and get celebration. Okay, as I was talking, I dropped a die on the ground, and I got really scared because I have like brown carpet in here, so it's hard to find stuff. Anyway, I found it. I'm pulling all the supplies. So this is the Meerkat card. Lots of people's favorite dies from Celebration. Stamp set from Celebration. And I actually have lots of extra samples with this one due to that reason. I'm going to be using some Bermuda Bay and some Memento. Gang's All Mirror, free with 50 till the end of March. Okay, so I have a Whisper White card base. Another piece of Whisper White that is for the Stitched Shapes framelit, the largest circle of stitch shapes. And a couple of other scraps of Whisper White cardstock. Then this die is from the Ornate Frames, which I already showed you on the first card. And don't lose my die. I know, I was a little panicked because there's also some open boxes under me that it could have gone into, which would have turned into another nightmare. Luckily, I did pre-die cut this, but still. Okay, so those are the pieces. That's all you need. And we're using designer paper, I'm sorry, from the sampler pack. So this plus the designer paper. I did pre-die cut this for you guys, and I did pre-die cut the tag, and I stamped. So when you cut the tag, it cuts a hole in it as well for a ribbon. So I stamped From All of Us, which is from the Meerkat stamp set in Memento Black. And I just went ahead and threaded it just so that wouldn't give me trouble with our linen thread. I threaded it before the video. Okay, and then on the scrap, I stamped the little birthday hat. Let me get my card base out of the way real quick. I'm gonna mess it up. Like that's not better. Okay, I stamped the little hat in Bermuda Bay, and then I cut it out. That must be what I pre-hand cut before. And then I, again, die cut the tag. I actually die cut it first and then stamped the words on this one. I go back and forth on that, which, one I think is easier. In this case, I die cut, then stamped. Okay, and then I already showed you this. So on my circle, I'm going to stamp 2 images. Please don't let me mess this up. I do have a backup. Actually, I have a finished one because of coloring. But I want to show y'all how I did this. So I stamped the meerkats, and on this one I did, no, actually I did die cut the circle first and then stamp them because of positioning. So I want these guys a little bit towards the top. And y'all know the card is going to say from all of us, so I don't want it to say happy birthday to a stand-up friend, although that actually could work. But I just want it to say happy birthday. So I took a sticky note and I put it across to a stand-up friend, like that. And then just because I'm doing that, I actually picked up my Memento pad, you could do this in any color, and tapped it onto the, because I didn't want the sticky note to fall off, onto the stamp. Then you just throw this in the trash because it's all dirty and you can't really reuse it. And then I added happy birthday. Like that. It worked. Woohoo! So nice and simple on that. Easy. Just throw your sticky note away. Don't try to reuse it because you're going to stick your finger in there and probably get ink on other stuff. And then you guys have already seen how we did Stampin' Blends earlier. I only used Crumb Cake on this card for Stampin' Blends. And I just added I did one meerkat at a time, added the shadow part. Actually, I think I used this, the fine point on their bodies, because you have to omit the eyes or their eyes won't be white. And then just colored all the meerkats in this way. I think I colored these in this way on another video before. Same colors and everything. You can add shadows wherever you think are better or more whatever. Remember, you can go back and add shadowing. Say, you know, you do this, what I just did, and then you think it's not dark enough. Add more shadows, blend it back out with the light, and so on. So I colored all of them in with Crumb Cake, light and dark. And I'm going to use a designer paper from this pack. The one I'm using is called, the set is, what am I trying to say? If you purchase this separately, it's the Birthday Bonanza designer paper. But these are all, the ones in here are different than when you buy it. So that's not what's on the back of this one in that set, which is cool. It makes it unique and exclusive to this pack. So it's the same cuts as before. I want to do 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to do 4 inches first. And then for 5 1/4, I need to take off 3/4 of an inch. And I have that piece for the front of the card. It seems like it's clear now. Is it for you guys? Every time I glance over now, it seems to be clear. Okay, before I can attach this, I'm going to add some ribbon. This is the Bermuda Bay mini striped ribbon. It's a 1/4 inch wide. And we're going to do a bow. So all the way around the back. And this bow is going to be in the center of the card. I think I gave myself enough, but if not, I'll have to start over. Grab those tweezers again. It's a little more challenging to tie a bow around designer paper because the paper's thinner. Notice I have my project upside down. So for me, this is the top and this is the bottom. And then the bow should be right side up. Tie your bow. Cute. Trim it. This is how you can save ribbon, by tying your bows from the roll when possible. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Then the meerkats are going to go here. So I do think I have my ribbon in the correct spot. So let me go ahead and attach that to the card. Attach this to the card base, I should say. Make sure it's straight. And then the meerkats are going to be to look at my sample. They are not flat. They are popped up on dimensionals. So I'm going to grab 2. How's it doing? Miss what ribbon this is? This is the mini, where did I put it? The Bermuda Bay mini striped ribbon. So mini striped ribbon in it. It's Bermuda Bay, 1/4 inch wide. I'm glad you like these for birthday giving, Linda. I reread the comment that said don't lose your dies, and I thought it said diet, and I was like, yeah, too late on that. I lost the diet a couple of days ago. So add that. Then, of course, our little birthday hat, and this one needs, like, from the mini dimensionals, like half of a mini. I tried to put a whole one on there, and it was too big, which is fine, but, you know, then you are having to work with a tiny little thing here, but whatever. It's fine. And then this center guy is going to wear the birthday hat. And then for our greeting, I threaded that linen thread through here. And I would have done it from the roll, but I had this ribbon pulled out separately because we were using it for our classes this weekend. So I'm just tying that twice so that it won't fall off. So tying it in a knot. And then I'm going to trim the excess. And then secure this down. I'll just grab a mini Stampin' Dimensional. And just position the tag how you think it looks cute on the card. So there is that card. I really liked it. I liked how it turned out after all. At first, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the Meerkats, and then I figured it out, and I liked it. So there's that one. I have lots of other Meerkat cards to share real quick, so I will share them quickly. Again, all from different swaps. Maybe I made this one. And then I did this one, but I copied it from another demonstrator, but this was a swap I had received, and I copied it. This one's so cute. Adorable swap I received. That's Tammy White, which that's her stamp set for her million, so, or 2 million, I don't know. I'm looking for names on the back of these other ones. Here is a cute one, don't have a name. That's the same designer paper. That was the other side of what I just used. Huh. Here's one I made. This one, so cute. Let me make sure. That is Dawn Olszewski. If they put their names on there with a sticky note, I have it. If not, I lose it because I take them out of the envelopes to put them in my display boards. Don't have a name on this one, but look at that coloring. So nice. I'm not good at adding grounds. That's why I didn't on my sample. I think April McCright may have done this one. I can't remember. And then one more card there. So, Meerkats, get them if you haven't yet. They're awesome. Let's show the 3 cards we made today. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. Sorry it was so blurry earlier, but it seems like that cleared up. I hope it did for you guys as well. It did on my iPad anyway. It's still clear right now. Linda, glad you love the Meerkats. I do too. You haven't used the Meerkats yet, Janet. That's how I felt because I really only used them a couple of times. It's like, at least if you do this as a business, you have 3 months to use it all. And it's hard to fit it all in, you know, unless you're having a class a day. So, thank y'all very much for tuning in today. Again, I hope you have a great day, great week, great rest of the month. Hang in there. Thank you. I'm just going back to see if I missed anything. You're welcome, Cindy, for the Meerkat idea. Oh, hey, Chris. Didn't notice that you were on here yet. Hello. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Kelly. Yes, Janet, the diet went out the window with the stress eating. You are correct. So thank you. Sorry, I was sliding up there. Thank you guys all very much. Thank you, Pam. Have a good day. Next week, I'm supposed to be at a weekend retreat on starting Thursday. So I don't know about Facebook Live yet. I haven't given that any thought yet. We'll see if maybe I can do it Wednesday. I'll make announcements either way, whether it's not going to happen or it is. Y'all stay healthy as well. And I hope you enjoyed these cards. I will see you later. Thanks.